Hi, welcome to the video today, which is on the subject of learning Forex trading quickly and becoming a competent and a successful trader. Now, in respect of this, we're going to be learning some tips from one of the greatest traders of all time called Randy Mackay. He was interviewed in the classic investment book, The New Market Wizards by Jack Schwager. Now, in terms of Mackay, we're going to go through his tips for success in a moment, but he had a profession which he did before coming into financial markets, which helped him become successful quickly. And I've noted over the years that anyone from this profession tends to do well in Forex trading. So what is the profession? I'm just going to show you a short video clip. It's only about 30 seconds, which will reveal Mackay's previous profession, just outline how successful he has been. Right, quick intro, then we're going to be back to discuss. Welcome back off that short video clip. Now, Randy Mackay served in the military in Vietnam as a soldier. Now, in just general terms, over the years, whenever I've taught anyone with a military background, they have tended to do well at Forex trading. You might be thinking, well, they're good at Forex trading because they've got discipline. That's only part of the story. They've got respects for certain realities. And in Forex, there's 4 realities you need to accept and respect and have rules to make money from those realities. If you don't, okay, you're not going to lose your life, but you're guaranteed to lose your Forex trading account. Now, in terms of the 4 R's and other tips from Randy Mackay, if you learn the tips coming up, you can become a competent Forex trader quickly and make consistent profits. Now, just before we go through the 10 tips, you can, if you wish, join our free mailing list on the link beneath this video, and we'll send you more tips from great traders and tips on all aspects of Forex trading, including the best strategies, etc. And you also check out our Forex trading course as well. Right, let's go through the tips and lessons from Randy Mackay. All right, let's go through 10 tips which will help you in terms of trading Forex for profit over the longer term. Some of them are general tips in relation to attitude, and some are specific tips from Randy Mackay's interview. If you're a beginner, learn these tips, and they can really help you achieve long-term success. Now, first one, the respect, for respect, self-respect. First of all, you need to come in the markets. You have to have a belief that you're going to win. Okay, have confidence that you can obviously do it, and that you can deal with uncertainty and risk. That should sound pretty obvious, I think. Okay, military are taught that, aren't they? They're taught self-respect, to believe in themselves, get confidence from their training, and then deal with uncertainty and risk and danger, which we don't have to deal with in the Forex markets. Now, I've always found, like I said, the military really good to teach, because you can just tell them, Forex trading is simple, which it is. Basically, just have self-belief, confidence, and you'll deal with uncertainty and risk. And uncertainty and risk is not a big deal to them in terms of the Forex markets, or not with the traders that I've taught. Now, most traders, when they come to the markets, they don't really believe they're going to win. They just actually think categorically, I'm going to win. They just hope they're going to win. And what they will do is, because they lack confidence, they'll seek out strategies where they can blame the strategy with set rules, or they'll take tips, advice, etc. Anything to get the responsibility away from them. You can't do that. If you don't like dealing with uncertainty and risk, don't trade Forex. And you get a lot of traders, and they'll be in trades. This is when you can spot a trader who probably isn't going to win. I've seen plenty of traders do this, and they say they're successful traders. They'll ask people's opinion on their trade. Should they stay with it? Well, you should know whether you're going to stay with it or not
if you've got a strategy and you're confident in what you're doing. That just shows a lack of confidence. Now, in terms of getting self-belief, best way to do it, read up on the great traders, read how they trade or traded, and you'll see they'll all say Forex trading very simple. However, strategy isn't the problem, is it? It's emotional control. And that is really the key to trading success. Okay. Now, in terms of emotional control, that means discipline. Okay. You've got to follow your strategy's rules. Otherwise, don't have a strategy. When I put respect the rules of the game, you can't break them. Yeah. In terms of military personnel, just a simple example, Randy Mackay is talking about guarding a compound and it's surrounded by enemy. And when he's guarding the compound, he's not wandering around in the open where he can get shot. That's fairly obvious, isn't it? But you try and tell that to Forex traders, and they come in the markets, you'd say, good money management, that's what you need, that's the foundation of Forex trading success. They will tend to risk more than they should. It's like 30% on a trade or 50%. That is just basically going to destroy your account, exposing it to undue danger or danger you should not. Okay, respect the rules of the game. The simple one is obviously place a stop and adhere to it. A lot of traders can't even do that. They put the stop back and back until they get even bigger losses. Another basic rule of the game, run your profits. If your strategy is telling you to run the profits, do not bank early. Most traders bank early. Only do trades that are completely in line with your strategy and you're totally confident in. Traders break that rule all the time. They just do trades because they want to do something or they want a bit of action. Yeah, you've got to basically write down rules and adhere to them. Okay? Now, I tell you why the military are good at following rules or plans is because they know how important it is. Okay? I think, in Forex trading, you can let your emotions control your trading and you can break the rules. You're just going to lose a bit of money. If I told you don't risk more than 5% of your total trading equity at any one time in the markets, or I'll shoot you, you'd adhere to that rule because you'd have to. So you've got to think of rules as unbreakable. If you break the basic rules, okay, then you're never going to make money at Forex trading. So very, very important. If you do make a mistake and you do it once, you just make sure you don't do the mistake again. Right, respect for the opponent, don't fear or underestimate. If you've got a strategy with an edge, a simple one, you won't fear the markets. If you've got self-belief, you'll know that you're going to come out ahead over the longer term. Okay, so there'll be no fear involved, but you mustn't underestimate the market either. I'm sure most experienced traders will have had a similar experience to me. You're making money, everything's going well in the market, and suddenly the market takes it away from you. When the market looks most friendly, you must never drop your guard. And in terms of the market, don't underestimate it. You've got to keep in mind that to make money in the markets, you've got to basically do very uncomfortable things. Okay, just give you an example. Big breakout comes, high volatility. Very often a good idea to buy the breakout. Okay, most traders want to wait for the pullback. Okay, that's the comfortable thing to do. It's not the right thing to do. It's also uncomfortable to sit on a winning trade as it gets bigger and bigger, and you don't want to lose money back to the market. Also, most traders that come in the markets first will go for obvious trades. If it's obvious to you, it's probably obvious to everyone else. So you need to avoid that as well. In Forex trading, it suits contrary traders. You're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going against the majority and you're doing things that most traders will not do. And I think it was Richard Dennis, one of the great traders, once said, if a trade feels comfortable, do not do it. And that is wise advice, actually. You don't want to be with the herd or doing the same things as everyone else. One What have we got next? Respect for money. I think that a lot of traders who come in the markets don't. If you think about your life, has anyone ever given you any really easy money? Maybe you've been lucky. I've always had to work quite hard, okay? Yet, I find it amazing. People believe all those people talking about getting rich at Forex in mansions and in flash cars and waving around dollar bills. That's not what the market's all about, okay? That's just really appealing to greed, and we live in a very money-orientated society. Money is very important. Status. A lot of people come in to the Forex markets with that sort of attitude. It's got a bit of status about it. It's a place to get rich quick. Greed is good, all that sort of stuff. Come in with that attitude, you're going to lose. What you do is detach yourself from the money when you're trading. And basically, when I say detach, you've got your trading account. You consider that your business. You know you're going to have losses, overhead, but you know that if you do the right things, the right process, keep repeating the process, you're going to come out ahead over time. And you don't need to risk a lot of money. I'll come to how much you need to risk in a moment. But in terms of trading, it's got one massive advantage in my view as a business, which is, if you think about it, it's the only business where when your business builds, you actually have to put in no more effort and your overhead doesn't increase. Okay? Because all you do is you just trade bigger lot size as your capital increases. It doesn't take any longer to do your analysis. Your overhead doesn't increase. Fantastic business, really, when you think of it in that manner. And it's the one business that really puts compound growth to work for you. Just to give you an example, most traders don't think about compound growth. I've given this example in previous videos, but if you don't know it, it's well worth knowing or thinking about. If you had a $10,000 account, made 100% per annum on it for 10 years, you'd have $1.3 million. That's a fantastic advantage, compound growth. So always keep that in mind. Focus on the longer term, then that snowball effect will really kick in. Money management. All the military people I've taught were very good at preserving equity. No real big drawdowns. They may not have been the greatest traders in terms of making money, but money management, teaching it, no problem whatsoever. You've got to basically defend or preserve your account equity. Yes, you've got to be comfortable with risk as well. Okay. But you should never risk too much that you're always looking for the price or wondering what it is. You don't need big size. Okay. In terms of trading, 5% of equity on all trades, if everything goes wrong, is a risk level that can make you a lot of money. Get up to 10% sometimes, or I would. But I'll also drop down as well in size, okay? And it's a key point that Randy Mackay makes. Always vary your bet size. If you're doing badly, cut it back. If you're doing well, you can increase it, okay? You can preserve, okay, when you're in those losing streaks. I put losing and winning the impact. A lot of beginners find this point kind of hard to grasp why it's so, but it's true. You've got totally different attitude when you're losing to when you're winning. Okay, when you're winning, you trade with more confidence, just trade better. When you're losing, you do not. Okay, you start to doubt yourself. You start to take trades in hope. You miss trades. Yeah, all great traders say this. That when you're losing, you've got a completely different attitude. So it's best not to be trading big. Trade very small until you get your confidence back. And Randy Mackay is not the only trader to stress this. Vic Spirindio, one of the great traders, many others have stressed this point. Even, and I'll stress it, if you've got strategy with an edge and total self-belief longer term, you will be impacted by losing and winning streaks, and the best way to deal with them is to vary bet size. Match your strategy to you. You can find plenty of simple strategies, techniques that work online, free, okay? But you've got to match the strategy to the way your personality is, so your strengths and weaknesses. Now, in terms of Randy Mackay, just give you an idea of how everyone's different. He likes catching the middle of the move, the easy bit. He never goes for turning points, okay? That suits his personality, okay? For me, I like going for turning points. They're trying to catch the turn, and then that turn hopefully moves in to a big trend. And that just suits my personality. I like the satisfaction when I get those trades right. And they always give me low risk and high reward. Okay, everyone's different. I know traders who will take positions, put them on, leave them for months and months on end. I can't do that either. Yeah, my sort of trading, I can trade many weeks or over a month or whatever, but I always have to be taking money off the table. Just suits my personality, okay? So everyone is kind of different. So you just got to work something out that suits you. Also, another basic in terms of this is if you're a patient trader, long-term trend following will probably suit you. If you're a little bit impatient, swing trading moves, a few days rather than following trades for a few weeks. Anyway, match the strategy to you. Randy Mackay makes the point that sentiment to the fundamentals is one of the keys to trading success. Not the fundamental supply and demand situation, but how the chart is moving. Okay, so in terms of if you've got bearish news and bearish sentiment in the market and the price isn't going lower, it's probably going to turn higher. Okay, sentiment drives price. It's reflected in the price chart. Now, when this was written in New Market Wizards, Jack Schwager was saying, unusual way of approaching the markets. It's probably usual today in terms of most successful traders. Purely trading technicals without sentiment today, very, very hard because of the noise in the market. So done this in other videos. If you want to trade simple technicals, okay, but learn to read sentiment. There's plenty of videos in a playlist on our channel on this. Now, in terms of training, is not the same as action. It's not. I mean, any military person is going to tell you that. It's very different when you go into action. In terms of Forex trading, it's the same. And what I would strongly advise is don't spend too much time with a demo account. You get traders who spend way too long. Demo accounts don't prove anything. Okay, there's no pressure. Okay, so a few weeks at most. Also, don't bother back testing. That's a complete waste of time as well, in my view. You want to basically do it in the markets. Back testing that traders do is mostly to try and get set rule strategies that don't work. I just find it totally unnecessary and a pointless waste of time. To get experience under pressure, you trade. Okay, that's the only way you're going to really, really learn. Okay, so that's what you need to do. Okay, don't avoid real trading for too long. Got to have that feel of the markets. Forex trading, trade reality. I think in terms of the Forex business, it's kind of misunderstood. A lot of traders, I see them online, talking about it being a battle with the market. It's not a battle with the market. They talk about courage of trading. It's not real courage, is it? And the stress and the strain of it all, is it really? If you think Forex trading is that, then think about what military personnel have to do. Think what doctors and nurses have to do, dealing with real emergencies, or people who do what I would consider to be very, very important jobs. When I say important, Forex trading is a kind of gentle business. It's a nice business, okay? Where it's just pleasant to do. And the pressure, we talk about the pressure of money. Is that real pressure? I personally don't think so, okay? Yeah, pressure is dealing with life and death and emergencies and so forth. I just think people make Forex trading something that it really isn't.